Welcome to Limitless Success TV. Today, I have a question for you. What if I told you that one single habit could change your life overnight? Not in a year, not in 6 months, but literally overnight. Would you believe me? I know, it sounds almost too good to be true. But let me ask you this. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to win at everything they do, while others struggle endlessly? Why do some individuals rise to the top, achieve financial success, and live life on their terms, while others feel stuck in the same place, year after year? It's not about talent. It's not about intelligence. It's definitely not about luck. Success is about habits. The small, daily actions you take determine where you end up in life. Now, here's where most people go wrong. They think success comes from one big breakthrough, winning the lottery, getting that perfect job, or meeting the right person. They wait for a golden opportunity, a stroke of luck, or a sudden surge of motivation. But that's not how it works. Success isn't built on moments. It's built on consistency. And yet, most people live their lives on autopilot. They wake up, check their phones, scroll through social media, react to whatever notifications pop up, and waste time on things that don't matter. They don't control their day controls them. They feel overwhelmed, constantly distracted, unmotivated, and worst of all, stuck. Sound familiar? Maybe you've felt this way before. You've set big goals, promised yourself you'd change, but somehow, things always stay the same. You start strong, but life gets in the way. Distractions creep in, you get tired, you lose focus, and before you know it, another year has passed, and nothing has changed. But here's the good news. This doesn't have to be your story. The difference between those who win and those who don't isn't about where they come from, how much money they have, or how naturally gifted they are. It comes down to one thing: how they control their time and energy. Think about it. The world's most successful people, Elon Musk, Warren Buffett, Jeff Bezos, Kobe Bryant, they all have the same 24 hours in a day as you do. They don't have more time, but what they do have is absolute control over how they use it. And that's exactly what separates them from everyone else. So, what's the secret? What's the one habit that can transform your life overnight? It's the ability to take full control of your time and energy, to stop reacting to life and start taking deliberate, focused action every single day. When you master this, everything changes. You stop wasting time on things that don't matter. You stop letting distractions dictate your day. You stop making excuses. Instead, you move with purpose. You wake up with a plan, and you execute that plan, whether you feel like it or not. And here's the best part: the results come fast. Most people assume change takes years. But that's not true. When you shift from living passively to taking control, your progress accelerates almost instantly. You'll start seeing opportunities you never noticed before. You'll get more done in a single day than you used to in a week. You'll feel more focused, more driven, and more in control than ever before. But here's the catch: most people will never do this. They'll hear this message, they'll get inspired, and then they'll go right back to their old habits. They'll let distractions win. They'll tell themselves they'll start tomorrow, next week, or next month. And that's exactly why they stay stuck. But if you're watching this right now, you have a choice. You can be like everyone else, drifting, reacting, waiting for success to magically happen. Or you can take control, starting today. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. I'm not here to waste your time. I'm not here to give you vague advice that sounds good but doesn't actually work. I'm here to give you a blueprint, a real, actionable strategy that has been used by some of the most successful people in the world to take control of their lives and achieve massive success. But before we dive in, I need you to make a commitment. If you truly want to change your life, you can't just passively listen to this information. You have to commit to applying it, because information is useless without action. So, are you ready? If you're serious about making a change, if you're tired of feeling stuck, if you're ready to take control and unlock the success you've always wanted, then keep watching, because what I'm about to share with you will change everything. Let's get started. The habit that transforms everything. If you look at the most successful people throughout history, from ancient rulers to modern billionaires, you'll find that they all have one thing in common. They don't let life control them, they take control. They don't wait for things to happen. They don't let distractions steal their time. They don't let emotions dictate their actions. Instead, They wake up every single day with a clear mission, and they execute it with precision. The average person, however, drifts through life. They wake up and react to whatever happens that day. They waste hours scrolling social media, watching random videos, checking notifications, or engaging in meaningless conversations. And then, they wonder why their life isn't moving forward. But the truth is, winners don't wait for motivation. They create momentum. They don't sit around hoping for inspiration to strike. They take action, and in doing so, they build the energy, the drive, and the momentum that fuels their success. And that brings us to the one habit that can change everything: taking full control of your time and energy. This isn't some complicated, high-level strategy. It's simple, but the reason most people fail is because they refuse to apply it consistently. They try for a few days, maybe even a few weeks, but then, they slip back into old patterns. But if you commit to this habit, if you make it a non-negotiable part of your life, then you will separate yourself from 99% of the population. Let's break it down, step by step. Step 1. Wake up with a plan. This step is simple, but most people skip it. If you wake up every morning without a clear idea of what you need to accomplish, then you're already behind. Instead of leading your day will lead you. The most successful people don't just see what happens. They don't wake up and hope things go well. They start the day knowing exactly what they need to focus on. Take Marcus Aurelius, the great Roman emperor. Every morning, before he even started his day, he would write down his thoughts, review his priorities, and remind himself of his mission. He knew that a man who does not control his mind is controlled by the world around him. The same applies today. If you wake up and immediately grab your phone, checking messages, scrolling social media, reacting to other people's priorities, you've already lost. Instead, before you go to bed, write down the 3 most important tasks you need to accomplish the next day. Not 10, not 20, just 3. 3 high-impact actions that will move you forward. Most people confuse being busy with being productive. They fill their to-do lists with low-valued tasks that make them feel like they're working, but in reality, they're just running in place. Winners don't do that. They focus on high-impact actions, the kind of work that actually creates progress. Step 2. Eliminate distractions. If you don't control your focus, the world will do it for you. Most people lose hours every single day to pointless distractions. Social media, endless notifications, email checking, unnecessary meetings. These things rob you of your most valuable asset, your time. And once that time is gone, you can never get it back. Let's talk about Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in history. Buffett spends most of his day reading and thinking. Why? Because he understands the power of deep, undistracted focus. While others fill their days with endless emails and meetings, Buffett protects his time like his life depends on it. He says no to almost everything. If it's not essential, he doesn't do it. Now, think about your own life. What's stealing your time? Do you check your phone every 5 minutes? Do you get lost in conversations that lead nowhere? Do you let small distractions pull you away from your most important work? Here's a challenge. For one day, track how much time you actually spend doing productive work versus how much time you waste. I guarantee you, the results will shock you. So, what's the solution? Set boundaries. Put your phone in another room when you work. Turn off notifications. Check emails only at scheduled times instead of all day. Block distractions with tools like website blockers or focus apps. If you want to be in the top 1%, you can't afford to live like the 99%. You have to eliminate distractions ruthlessly. Step 3. Take action, no matter what. This is where most people fail. They think they need to feel motivated to work. They wait for the perfect moment. They tell themselves, I'll start when I feel ready. But here's the truth, you will never feel ready. If you wait for motivation, you'll never start. Look at Kobe Bryant. He didn't wake up at 4 a.m. to train because he felt like it. He did it because he knew that discipline beats motivation every single time. He took action, even when he was tired, even when he didn't feel like it, because he understood that success is built on consistency, not feelings. Most people operate based on their emotions. If they feel tired, they stop. If they don't feel inspired, they do nothing. But the people who win? They execute, regardless of how they feel. Action creates motivation, not the other way around. The more you move forward, The more momentum you build, the easier everything becomes. Step 4. Protect your energy. This means two things. 1. Be careful about who you spend time with. 2. Take care of your physical and mental health. If you're constantly surrounded by negative, unmotivated people, guess what? Their energy will drag you down. You have to cut toxic influences from your life. And on the flip side, you need to take care of yourself. Eat well, exercise, get enough sleep. If you feel exhausted all the time, your performance will suffer. Think about Napoleon Bonaparte. He was one of the greatest military leaders in history, not just because of his strategies, but because of his mental and physical discipline. He made sure he was always sharp, always ready, always in control. The same applies to you. Your body and mind are your greatest tools. Take care of them. Let's recap. How do you take full control of your time and energy? 1. Wake up with a plan. Never start the day without knowing what needs to be done. 2. Eliminate distractions. Stop letting the world steal your time. 3. Take action, no matter how you feel. Stop waiting for motivation, create it. 4. Protect your energy. Choose your environment and habits carefully. This is the habit that separates the winners from the losers. And now, the question is, are you going to apply it, or will you keep living like the 99%? The conclusion: are you ready to take control? If you don't control your time, someone else will. That's the hard truth. Every single day, there are distractions, obligations, and people pulling at your attention, trying to dictate how you spend your time. If you don't take full control, you'll end up spending your life working on someone else's priorities instead of your own. And that's how people stay stuck, reacting instead of creating, drifting instead of driving forward. Success is not about luck. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment or hoping that one day everything will magically fall into place. It's about focus, discipline, and consistency. The people who win in life aren't the ones who wait for motivation to hit. They're the ones who show up every single day and execute their plan, no matter what. Now, let's be honest. The world is full of people who say they want success, but when it comes time to do the work, they hesitate. They overthink, they get distracted, they tell themselves, "I'll start tomorrow." But tomorrow turns into next week turns into next year, and before they know it, they're in the exact same place, wondering why nothing ever changes. But here's the thing, you have a choice. You can keep doing what you've always done, waking up without a plan, reacting to whatever comes your way, and letting distractions control you. You can stay in the same cycle, feeling frustrated, overwhelmed, and stuck. Or, you can decide, right now, that you're going to take control. You can commit to waking up with a plan. You can start eliminating distractions that steal your time. You can make the decision to take action, every single day, no matter how you feel. And if you do that, if you make this habit a part of your daily life, everything will change. The second you take control, you'll feel it. Your mind will sharpen. Your progress will speed up. The things that once seemed impossible will suddenly feel within reach. And here's the best part. You don't have to wait to start. You don't need some perfect moment. You don't need some magical burst of inspiration. You can start today, right now. Think about it. The next 24 hours are going to pass, whether you take action or not. A week from now, a month from now, a year from now, time will keep moving. The only question is, will you be in the same place, or will you be ahead? This is not just some theory. This is a proven formula for success. Every great leader, every successful entrepreneur, every high achiever, they all understand this. They take control of their time. They protect their focus. They execute with precision. And that's why they win. Now, I know this isn't easy. Change is uncomfortable. Taking control of your time and energy means breaking old habits, saying no to things that don't serve you, and stepping outside of your comfort zone. But let me ask you this, is staying where you are any easier? Is living in frustration, feeling like you're not making progress, and watching time slip away, really the more comfortable option? The truth is, growth is hard, but so is regret. You just have to choose which one you're willing to live with. So, here's what I want you to do right now. Don't just listen to this and feel inspired for a few minutes, before going back to your old habits. Make a decision. Decide that, from this moment forward, you will take full control of your time and energy. Decide that today is the day you stop waiting and start executing. And to make sure you take action, here's a challenge. Before you go to bed tonight, write down the 3 most important things you're going to accomplish tomorrow. Not 5, not 10, just 3. 3 high-impact tasks that will move you forward. And when you wake up, before you do anything else, execute them. Because the second you start taking control, you'll realize something powerful. You were never actually stuck. You were just unfocused. And once you eliminate distractions, once you commit to taking action, once you build this habit of self-discipline, you'll start moving faster than you ever thought possible. So now, the only question left is, are you ready? If you are, then take action today. And if this video has helped you, if you're ready to make a real change in your life, subscribe to the channel. Join our community of high achievers. We're here to push you, to keep you accountable, and to give you the strategies you need to succeed. Thank you for watching Limitless Success TV. Now, go make it happen.